Hello and welcome to the Extender Subscription Template video series. My name is Chris Dew. This is a three-part series. In the first part, we're going to focus on what you can do with the standard version of Extender with the subscription template. In the second version, we're going to take it a bit farther and show some of the things that you can enhance with logic and some of the built-in stuff with Extender Enterprise. And then in the third video, we're going to take it much further and we're going to go into reporting and how you can integrate to solutions built with Extender. In this first video, we're going to cover importing, using the solution, and customizing it for your specific business needs. Let's dive right in and start importing right now. We're going to start right from the beginning by importing that template we've just downloaded. And this subscription template that we've downloaded could be used from any number of things, anything like a magazine subscription or software subscription like SaaS or something like that. In this case, we're going to be having a fictional company called Redflix that does streaming movies. So we'll get started right away, and because we imported that and I have already got into GP, I can simply go to the menu and click on subscriptions, and now I'll see that in there. And we go ahead and we start typing in what we want for our description. Again, you'll see that that ID was automatically filled out, and I'll show you that a little bit later. The other thing that we have, you can see, is that we have built-in lookups back to GP. So this is a lookup back to customers, and then this is a linked lookup that will pull just the address IDs for that customer. And again, you can see it pulls up that screen when we drill back on it, and all that's built right in for you. Again, we'll put some additional information on this subscription, and one of the real cool things about the email that we're typing in right here is that right from inside of GP using Extender, I can write an email and it'll fill in that information for me, and I can send it right from GP using my Outlook client. Now, we've just done another lookup for the plan that we're going to use, and this is actually another Extender form where we've created new subscription plans. So we have the length of the plan, and if we're going to use months, weeks, days, and again what the frequency is, and the payment amount. And just make a note of that because we're going to be using that a little bit later on the screen. After we put in our start date in this image, it's that day. And again, that payment amount, we're going to have to put that information in. Now, this is a little hint towards the next video where we talk about in Enterprise how we can automatically populate that. One of the other things that I'm already looking at is from this template may not fit my Redflix scenario. I may want some kind of an auto renew, right? It's not just a 1 month thing or 12 payments. I want to keep renewing it until it doesn't matter anymore. Additionally, here we can put some notes on here. So I might put a simple billing note in here. I can categorize my types, and I might just say that we want to have that auto payment set up for us, and so that we automatically do that. Additionally, I can put as many notes on here as I want, and the great part is that I can it keeps track of the user that entered it, the date and time that was entered in there, and so we can do some pretty cool things with these different notes. So again, here's just another note we're putting in for the delivery of the DVDs, because we had a streaming +1 and wants it delivered by drone. So here again, you can see we can sort by all of these fields, which is kind of a cool thing. And again, even if we wanted to, we could export to Excel. So there we go. We just entered a transaction right inside of Extender, again with a new subscription template. And so again, talk about things we want to add the auto renew, but then we also might want to add an entirely new section that keeps track of the history, right? So each time that we actually were putting in a record. Okay, so one cool thing in Extender 2013 is that we have these solutions. So when we imported that, we got a subscription template solution. And you can see how many forms and how many menus, and you'll see in this one, normally we have some windows, but this one is an entirely different solution that has no Extender windows at this point. So if we pull up that transaction
we're working on. You can see we have lookups and the linked lookup, again, that uses that customer ID and then pulls the address IDs for that customer. And again, this is that lookup that got created from the other extender form. So that's very cool. That's all built in without having to write any code. Again, some of the other things you can see there are additional lookups. Here's a list that we can put in values. So again, if you don't like these values, we can change them on this template. But for now, right, we said we wanted to add a new field to add that auto payment or auto renew. And so we're going to put that in here, and we're going to simply make that a checkbox, which is one of the data types available for us. Now additionally, what we want to do is we wanted to add a detail section down below that will keep track of each time, each month that they have paid us. And this might come in handy because we might change our rates, right? As we go on, maybe today it's $15 a month, but maybe because of costs of shipping or whatever, maybe it's it's $17. So it's nice to have a history of that, or again if they had some kind of promotion. Here again we're adding another field, a currency field, so that we can keep track of the date that occurred, the amount, and then again we want to know what plan, because they also may have changed plans, right? Maybe they started with a streaming plus one, but then they realized, oh, I really need 2 DVDs each month. So that's something that it's nice to know. And another really cool thing is we can simply add a total field, so we can see how much they paid over time, and we can just total up that amount field. Well, one other thing too, I showed you that auto incrementing, and this is that field there, so this will automatically give me new ones from there. And we don't have to go to that menu, we can simply go right to that button at the top. It will automatically save it for us and will fire up. Now the message that you just saw there was because we have Smart Connect installed as well, and we're going to be talking about in the third video on that, but the Smart Connect piece will be used for integrating, and that's why I was giving that message. So now if we look at this form that's up there, you see there is an auto pay right underneath the expiration date, and there's an entire detail section down below where we can now enter that historical information so we know what we have. Again, this is going to be something that we're going to be integrating to in the third video. So stay tuned for that if you want to see how we can utilize that in an automated way.
Let's review what we learned. We learned that we can import the solution from our website very easily and have it right inside of GP. We saw how when we were able to use it that we had a tight integration to GP and you can drill back at any time. And finally, we looked at how we can customize it and make this fit for our business, no matter how different it is from that template. If you would like to download the template that we used today for this video, you can do that directly from our website, along with several other extender templates. Like I had stated earlier, this is the first video in a 3-part series. The second video focuses on really what you can do with the Extender Enterprise product and how you can make navigating inside of this solution easier, and also where you can put logic that you can ensure you have data integrity as people are using this solution inside of your company. The third video focuses very specifically on reporting and integration and really brings the whole solution together. We have these videos and many more on our channel, so please subscribe if you want to make sure you always know the latest videos that are out there. If you want to engage the eOne team for further training or a consulting opportunity, please send an email to sales@eonesolutions.com and we'll be happy to connect you to the right people. Also, we welcome any future ideas you have for videos or even product suggestions, so please send those on to me at the address over on my right. Thank you, and we'll see you next video.